Okay, so very good morning, everyone. This is Bhumida. On the last day of presentation, I'm here with a presentation on cinematic rasa, the soul of Indian storytelling. Here, personal information, table of contents. Hypothesis of my presentation is the concept of rasa, rooted in traditional Indian aesthetics, continues to shape narrative structures, emotional engagement, and visual language of Indian cinema, making it a distinctive and culturally resonant form of storytelling with increasing global recognition. A research question is, how does the traditional aesthetic theory of rasa influence storytelling techniques and emotional expressions in Indian cinema, and what role does it play in the global appreciation of Indian films? So very quickly we see this video.
You have to share with audio. Share again and tick audio mark. Then audio will go in the live. Otherwise, it won't go. When you present the screen, at that time there is one button that you need to put on. Sharing with audio. At the bottom, you will find also share system audio, and that is by default off. In sharing in StreamYard. In StreamYard, when you are sharing, this all should learn. If you want to play video, audio in presentation when you are sharing in online, then you have to see that the audio button is on or not.
Here, sir.
Share screen. Not there. Present. Click present.
Present.
Present. Entire screen.
So there is option stop screen.
Stop. First you have to stop because it is already
stop
sharing.
Screen, huh. Share screen. Entire screen.
Entire screen. Now at the bottom you will see the audio.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so let's begin with the introduction. So, Indian cinema has a unique storytelling style deeply influenced by classical aesthetics. The concept of rasa introduced by Bharat Muni in the Natya Shastra plays a significant role in shaping the emotions in the films. This presentation explores how rasa theory is reflected in Indian films, drawing from traditional performing arts and contemporary cinema. Rasa remains the foundation of cinematic storytelling, ensuring that audience not only watch a film but feel and experience it emotions deeply. So what is rasa? So very briefly we can discuss this. Rasa means essence or flavor in refers to the emotional experience and audience feel while watching a performance. First introduced in Bharat Muni in Natya Shastra, as we all know that, and these are the 9 rasa. So, rasa in traditional performing arts. So, Indian classical dance forms like a Kathakali, Bharatnatyam, and Kathak are structured around rasa, and the use of facial expression, gestures, and music helps evoke emotions. These traditional elements transition into Indian cinema, influencing acting, storytelling, and music. For example, Kathakali employs exaggerated facial expression and dramatic eye movements to instify emotions. Bharatnatyam also uses intricate mudras and rhythmic footwork to narrate mythological stories. We can find also this classical traditional dance. There is lots of emotion they are used. Rasa in Indian cinema. So Indian films, especially Bollywood and regional cinema use rasa theory to engage audience emotionally. The combination of a song, dance, drama, and dialogues aligns with the classical aesthetic of Natya Shastra. Unlike Western realism, Indian films prioritize emotional impact over logical storytelling. So the influence of the Natya Shastra can be seen in how films blend multiple rasas within a single story. Here I taken three examples of the Indian cinema. So first is Shringar Ras, case study of romantic. So I taken this example, DDLJ. The film tells the love story of Raj and Simran, as we know, two individuals from different culture background who fall in love and during a trip of Europe, but most overcome traditional family expectation to be together. And DDLJ enduring popularity highlight how Shringaras, when combined with music, visuals, and emotions driven storytelling, creates an unforgettable cinematic experience. The film uses picturesque landscape of Europe and Punjab's mustard fields to symbolize romance, longing, and emotional depth. Here I taken the example of Mother India for the Karuna Ras. So Mother India movie released in 1957, one of the most ironic tragedies in Indian cinema, directed by Mehboob Khan. The film tells the heartbreaking yet inspiring story of Radha. She was a widow, and she had two childs, Birju and Ramu. And a mother who endures immense hardship to uphold her dignity and moral values. As a widow, she faces poverty, social oppressions, and personal loss, but remains unwavering in her duty as a mother. And themes of we can find in the movie like themes of sacrifice, resilience, and suffering evoke deep compassion in viewers. So, through sacrifice, pain, and perseverance, Mother India leaves viewers emotionally moved, evoking Karuna Ras at its most powerful. And the third example of Adbhut Ras, I taken this movie, Koi Mil Gaya. So Adbhut Ras evokes a wonder, amazement, and curiosity, often through fantasy or extraordinary events. Koi Mil Gaya, film released in 2003 and a landmark Indian science fiction film directed by Rakesh Roshan. And the film masterfully combines fantasy, technology, and emotional depth to create a sense of awe among viewers. Through special effects, magical storytelling, and an emotionally engaging narratives, Koi Mil Gaya perfectly captures the essence of Adbhut Rasa, leaving audience mesmerized and filled with wonder. And in this movie, we can find this song, Idhar Chala Main Udhar Chala, so in which we can find Adbhut Ras. Influence of Rasa on Indian filmmaking style. So Indian cinema, especially Bollywood and regional films, is deeply rooted in the Rasa theory, blending of multiple rasas in a single films, like a masala films. Example of a Sholay blends Veeras in its action scenes, Hasyaras through its side characters, and Karunaras in emotional moments. The mix of melodrama, song sequence, and exaggerated expression make Indian films unique, attractive, engaging, and colorful, we can say. And example of Devdas uses music and grand visual to enhance Shrungaras. So the global recognition of Rasa in cinema. Indian cinema has again international recognition for its unique approach to storytelling, which is deeply rooted in Rasa theory. Scholars analyze how Rasa theory influence audience engagement and cinematic expressions, making Indian films distinctive from Western cinema. Indian films frequently win awards at a Cannes, Berlinale, and Venice Film Festival, proving the global impact of Indian storytelling techniques. Movies like Lagan, released in 2001, and RRR 2000, released in 2022, have introduced Indian cinema to mainstream Western audience, proving the timeless appeal of rasa-based storytelling. So here I conclude my presentation. Rasa is the essence of Indian cinema, making films deeply emotional and culturally immersive. The function of traditional aesthetic and modern storytelling keeps Indian films vibrant and unique, prioritizing emotional depth over realism. And Rasa continues to shape how Indian films are made and experienced, ensuring their lasting appeal both locally and globally. So here are my references. And yes, thank you so much. Now I am open for your question.
Okay, questions you reply in the comment. Okay.
Okay.
These are your questions. Let me display on the screen.